Mecklenburg County Republican Party just wrapped up its news conference to discuss concerns over public safety. The GOP says Zarutska's death, quote, highlights a dangerous pattern of neglect and failed policies from Charlotte's leadership. WCNC's Charlotte's Richard Devane was there. He joins us live this afternoon from Uptown with the latest. Richard.
Yeah, Lisa, this, as you said, this news conference just wrapped up a short time ago. And all of this just talking about the need for accountability, the need for safety, and the need for someone to step forward and just take accountability for all that went on. Now, as we look at video, we can tell you that basically today, the Republican leaders turned up the heat on their Charlotte Democratic leadership, saying what they describe as a failed justice system after the tragic death of 27-year-old Iryna Zarutska. At a news conference today, a group of state and local leaders, elected Republican leaders, gathered here to talk about that death, that tragic death at the hand of a repeat offender, DeCarlos Brown, who had recently been released on bond. And it's a direct result of what they say a soft on crime policy championed by Democratic leaders here in Charlotte. They say one of the things that was front and center was the need to eliminate cashless bond bail for certain offenses. That's led to dangerous individuals being out on the street. Now, as we come back here live, I've got Abdul Ali, the chair of the 12th Congressional District here in North Carolina, and you were very pointed in some of your comments today. Let's talk about the most important aspect of what you were trying to get across in this news conference today.
Most important thing is that our government needs to prioritize the safety of not just people on light rail, but the safety of the people in this city, point blank, period.
And we talked about cashless bail or no cash bails, the need for that to be eradicated?
Absolutely, and especially when we talk about violent crime and violent crime done by people who are repeatedly committing violent crime.
And what would you like to see happen?
So in this particular circumstance, I think the fullest extent of the law need to be applied, and I think our state legislature and the federal government needs to take action on ending cash bail for violent criminals.
And we talked about the fact that you said it's a failed leadership here in Charlotte. The Democrats are failing. What will Republicans do to make sure that things like this don't happen?
Well, the first thing is Republicans are the party of safety, so we would prioritize supporting law enforcement, getting them the things they need, but also providing for more mental health services. Instead of spending taxpayer dollars on nightclubs, we would look to do things to help people in the type of mental crisis that DeCarlos Brown was in.
And another thing that was announced here, coming up on the 22nd at 8 o'clock, there will be a vigil held in the memory of Zarutska. And the folks here said that they want everyone to come out to the East-West train station. That is where she was killed, to celebrate her life and also seek that justice that her family and she needs in her memory. We're right here in Charlotte. This is Richard Devane. Lisa, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Richard, thanks so much for that live report.